Hello everyone, we are back on the road. This week we are traveling to Palanga. We have been to Palanga before with our camper van last year and the year before, and to be honest, there's not been a summer where I didn't go to Palanga. This is absolutely summer tradition to go and visit my grandma and grandpa in Palanga and just spend a little bit of time by the seaside. So this time we're going to Palanga for 2 nights, and then we're going to go to Klaipėda, which is the 3rd biggest city in Lithuania. We have a bit of paperwork to do there, to do with Sam's permit to live in Lithuania and get a resident card. Once we've done that, we're going to jump on a little ferry and go to PREILA. The last couple of days the weather has really turned. We had some rain and it's been, I would say, sort of mild temperature. But yesterday and I think the day before, the heat has really come to Lithuania, and we have something like, what do we have at the minute? It's 30 degrees and it's nearly 7 o'clock in the evening, so you can imagine how hot it was early in the day. We are slightly concerned about Basie and keeping him cool during our trip, and this is partially why we're going up north in the summer and avoiding middle of Europe while we have this crazy heat. Little Visukas is chilling in his usual sleepy position. So sleepy, little sleepy puppy. So what we've been doing in the van to try and keep Basie cool, we offer him water every, I don't know, 20 minutes or half an hour or so. But we also, when he doesn't drink, we just put water on his head and his ears and just try and keep him as cool as we can. And obviously we're super lucky to have aircon. So we've got aircon blasting, Basie's got all his head and ears wet. But if any of you travel with dogs in the summer, in the camper van, it would be amazing to hear your tips and advice in the comment section below.
Welcome to LITHUANIA. We're Gabby and Sam, and this is our 4-legged furry friend Basie. Follow us on our adventures in our self-converted sprinter van as we document our time on and off the road, travelling around the UK, Lithuania and the rest of Europe. Thanks for all of your support so far, and if you're joining us for the first time, don't forget to like the video, subscribe and turn on the notifications so you never miss a video.
Basie.
Oh, I put it on my necklace. Just rub it in. It's so hot. We don't want to get sunburned. It was so hot at night as well. I think when we went to bed it was like 2 a.m. and it was 27 degrees still in the van. So I thought, if we get sunburned, this is going to be hell, and we don't want that. We don't want to get sunburned.
Every single meal Gabby's grandma prepares us out here on the table and chairs in the garden. It's such a beautiful garden they've got as well. It's so thick and dense with different plants and flowers, and oh, it's just gorgeous.
So many memories here from childhood and growing up. Really, really nice to be here every summer. We've not missed the summer yet. Every summer we come.
I'm not very proud, but I had to turn the engine on to get some aircon in here. It's just been so hot, but now the aircon's doing the job. It's been on for about 5 minutes and the temperature is just plummeting in the back of the van. I'm so happy that this van's got aircon. We had one really bad experience years ago in Belgium and in our first van, and it was then that I swore that we'd never have no aircon in a van. And yeah, the last van had aircon, this one's got aircon. It's just like, it's worth its weight in gold. So this bar is actually in an old abandoned cinema. It's crazy, super cool, a bit eerie and kind of sad because cinema is so nice, but yeah, this one's empty. How you gonna get down, bud? How you gonna get down?
I always come to the same spot. It's at the end of the park. You basically take the last turn after the park, so it's usually a very quiet spot, and as you can see, there's barely anyone here. A couple people parked the bikes next to where I parked my bike, my grandma's bike. So yeah, very quiet, very peaceful, very sandy. Chasing the sprinter friends, because we need to wave at all of our friends. Will they wave back? Will they wave back? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was a really old man!
Did we get a wave? Did we get a wave?
He did wave.
Yeah.
He was a really old man.
Nice.
So what a relief. It's down to like 27 degrees now, thankfully. It was 34 degrees earlier, and it makes a hell of a difference. I mean, I just struggle so much in the heat. Gabby loves it, but yeah, I can't stand it. Basie doesn't like it. So yeah, I'm afraid it's 2 against 1. Sorry, Gabs. Just taking him for a little walk. Just got back from KLAIPEDA because we've been on a bit of a mission. But we'll explain all of that in a different video. But yeah, it's to do with me getting my visa and stuff. What a nightmare it is, even when you're married. It's crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually easier to get a visa when you're sponsored by like an employer rather than being married. But hey ho, it's almost done. Gabby's just got to do one last thing tomorrow with her grandma, believe it or not, to effectively prove that she is who she says she is, and that I can get residency here. So yeah, fingers crossed, all goes to plan. But now just walking Basie, and then we're going to go in, have some food. I think Gabby's grandma has prepared some food for us. And then maybe head into Palanga one last time tonight for some drinks. So finally the rain has come, but unfortunately it came when we were just out for a walk just now with Basie. We were going to go into Palanga for one last night. We were meant to leave Palanga today, sorry, but yeah, we've got to do this thing tomorrow morning at the council here, so we're staying for one more night, which is lovely. So we thought we'd go out and get some drinks in different bars tonight. And we ended up having one drink in the same bar as last night, and then it started raining. But thankfully it started raining, because hopefully it will relieve some of the pressure in the atmosphere, and this evening will be a bit cooler. Basie's ready for bed tonight. You ready for bed already, bud? Yeah? You cozy? Sweet dreams, puppy. Sweet dreams. Last night was about, I don't know what it was, 28 degrees?
Last night was about 28 degrees in the van at midnight, which is mental. It was really, really hot.
It was like 35 degrees during the day, but now it's gone down to like 25 degrees, I think. Yeah, diesel heat is saying that it's 25 degrees inside the van, so hopefully a bit of a cooler night's sleep. Oi, a bit of stress this morning. So Basie was eating some sticks or something on the ground outside Gabby's grandparents' place, and I noticed a lump on the inside of Basie's mouth. And it was a strange, like, soft little lump on the inside of his top lip. And yeah, so we managed to get a vet's appointment this morning. And apparently it's nothing serious, but he needs an operation.
Yeah, they said that it's not dangerous to his life or health or anything like that, and these sort of things grow on different parts of, you know, animals' bodies, but they recommended removing it just so he doesn't catch it, or it might start, you know, bleeding and then get infected, so just to avoid these sort of inconveniences. So we got him. I'm glad we checked him out at the local vets in Palanga, and when we come back to Vilnius we now have booked operation appointment on Monday. So yeah.
But the lump is quite near his teeth, and I just looked in his mouth again and I thought, oh blimey, yeah, it could easily get caught. So yeah, we've told him to eat on the left side of his mouth now, so
Whee!
on the ferry.
Oh, hello there, little model that wants to be in front of the camera. So, a bit of an adventurous morning this morning we had. I went to metrocation office with my grandma. Then we found out that Basie needs a little operation on Monday. So it was just a few things we had to do, but nevertheless, we're now on the ferry to Neringa. Everyone, so I think it's just us two on the beach today. It's completely empty. We've got it all to ourselves. Here's Basie, so he gets to run around and have his morning run and get the energy out, and he just loves it. He loves it so much. I love it too. Isn't it amazing? I love Vela. Happy dog. We found it a little bit difficult in Lithuania with dogs and beaches. Actually, there's so many beaches that you can't bring your dogs to. In Palanga, I think there's no beaches where officially dogs can come and play. And in PREILA, there's some designated beaches, so you have to kind of watch the signs. I feel a lot more relaxed here in PREILA, where there is a dog beach, and I can just let Basie off the lead and let him have a good run.
Nice little spot for a bit of lunch.
It's a very good spot. It's hard finding spots with a shade. So having a good spot with a shade, our personal toilet outside there, it's really good.
What a ridiculous fancy clown you are.
I am dressed according to the shrewd codes of mourning. My Aunt Shirley has died.
Another
Dwight,
dinner
I'm so
in the
sorry.
van.
Were you guys close?
Yay!
Yeah. Aš suprantu. Mums tiesiog vienas priekinis kairinis ratas labai užkaista važiuojant. Mes dabar esam PREILA ir tiesiog nežinom.
So we've just had a bit of shit news, and also the work that I did on the van this morning didn't fix the van, and that wheel is still getting super hot. So we're now on the way back to the mainland of Lithuania, to KLAIPEDA. We just got on the ferry, and we are going straight to the Mercedes garage, and they're expecting us, and they're open until 7 o'clock tonight, and it's about 6 o'clock now. So they said that they'll get us straight in and have a look at, and if any work needs to be done, which I think it's a new caliper perhaps. I think the old caliper is binding rather than just the pins. The shit bit of news is we've just found out that Gabby's granddad has got COVID, and obviously we were visiting them the last few days. I know he could have got it anywhere, but it's a bit, yeah, of a scary thought because he's not young. So Gabby's just on the phone to her mum at the moment. Fingers crossed it won't be too bad. So, silver lining, we get to spend the night in KLAIPEDA, which is cool because we've never been to KLAIPEDA, and yeah, we always wanted to come, but we've always just gone to Palanga to go and see Gabby's grandparents or whatever. So we went to the Mercedes garage earlier on, and they've said that we can go back tomorrow morning at 8 AM and they'll be able to fix the wheel. They tested it, they put it on like a rolling road thing, and they tested that the that front left wheel is binding and that it needs a new caliper, which is what I thought, so that's good.
It's warm, isn't it?
It's so warm. But I feel like I'm abroad or something. It doesn't feel like Lithuania at all.
No, it's very interesting.
I can't believe it's 11:15 and it's this light still. I don't know how good this picture quality is, but yeah, it's certainly not pitch black, which is crazy. Apparently up in the north in Scandinavia, it's like 24 hours sunlight in Lapland at the moment. 24 hours daylight, so yeah, I've got to get used to these late evenings. Gabby just said, come on, let's get ready for bed. And I said, oh, really? I thought it was early, but no, it's 11:15, so just taking Basie for his last little walk. And then we've got to be up in the early in the morning to go back to the Mercedes garage. Well, I've felt a bit better in the mornings before, but this morning we left our park up where we were in the middle of KLAIPEDA. It was like, such a beautiful city. I'm so glad we got to see it. But now we're back at Mercedes this morning. I've been to another garage as well this morning already, and they gave us a price that was a lot cheaper than the Mercedes garage, which is understandable, but they couldn't do it until this evening, and we need to get off to an appointment at a government office, another one, this afternoon for Gabby to get her passport. We're going to get the van sorted now, here, hopefully right now, in the next couple of hours, and then we can head off to go and get that sorted. And then we're going to Gabby's uncle's place, and then we can head back to Vilnius because it's Gabby's birthday tomorrow. So fingers crossed they can get it sorted. I usually feel super weird letting other people work on our vehicles, but yeah, it's going in now.
We're vanless.
We're vanless. We're homeless. Thanks a lot for joining us in today's video, everybody, and we hope we'll be back in the van next week. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and follow us on Instagram. Over and out.